Gersten?
Yeah, we need to discuss something, Your Honor.
Was it the bench or on the record?
We can start the bench if that'll work.
State of Nevada versus Kim Dennis Blandino, 22 CR 041 030. This is time set for the bench trial. Count one have been previously dismissed. You wish to approach? Please, Your Honor. All right. All right, this is on State of Nevada versus Kim Dennis Blandino. He's present out of custody. This is time set for the bench trial to discuss the bench regarding this matter. I understand that there was some issue regarding Mr. Blandino and a matter that occurred absent of this case per se. That was discussed at the bench for personal reasons.
Could we make a record of it, Your Honor?
I guess we could. It's disclosed to you on it.
Your Honor, essentially my client informed me that while riding a public bus last night, there was an incident. I'm not sure of the exact facts, but someone tried to essentially take over a bus, was slamming stuff. There was an attempted felony assault on my client. As a result, he's shooken up. He's informed me he doesn't think he can satisfactorily aid me in the defense of his case. He's lost his briefcase with all his documents, which contributes to that.
So yeah, that's one of the biggest concerns the court has. I understand that he has some legal documents or some documents that would assist you in his defense.
Yes, Your Honor.
And it needs to be reproduced or
and again, I just learned of this as walking into the courtroom. So we would ask for a short continuance, just to give him an opportunity to gather his wits, find his documents, and then we'll be back. I apologize to the DA. This was not anything that I planned, or I don't even think my client planned this, obviously, but we would ask for a short continuance.
Mr. Dickerson.
The state does oppose the continuance, Your Honor. I was in communication with Mr. Gersten into the late afternoon yesterday about this going forward today. There was no indication that anything was there was any reason to continue. And in fact, given that this occurred yesterday, allegedly, to Mr. Blandino, he didn't inform defense counsel until he showed up at court today and saw that the state has 5 witnesses ready to proceed with this misdemeanor traffic trial that really just needs to get moving. I think that ultimately,
you're asking for jail time.
What we see is Mr. Blandino here today in his true form, as he always is. He looks as he normally does, just as any other day. It doesn't appear there's anything wrong with him. So with that, we do oppose the continuance. Should the court be inclined to order the continuance, we would ask for witness fees. We have 5 witnesses here today. We'd ask for the witness fees for each one of them.
All right.
As I mentioned to the bench, Your Honor, this is a case that was assigned out of the OAC. I don't know how the court would deal with that in that regard.
All right. Given the tortured history of this case, as court well aware of this, I believe Mr. Blandino wanted to go to trial on this matter. She asked to go to trial. I don't think that was ever an issue. I think that there was no question that he wants to go forward on this matter. And so I don't believe it's a stall tactic, if you will, Mr. Dickerson. Given that there was the attack last night and the loss of the documents that are needed in preparation for to go forward on the trial that he had to provide to his client, to his attorney, I'm going to grant the continuance of this time. I understand there's 5 witnesses you have. You're prepared to go forward today. I will take under consideration, because the problem I've got is an AOC appointment on this matter. And so I've got an indigent client per se that if I ordered witness fees on that, I will, when do you want to set the trial? Because I don't want you to have to reissue a subpoena. Are all 5 present still?
All 5 are present.
Okay, so let's get for a date. I will order the subpoenas to continue to that date. Make sure all 5 are available. So I'll give you a date right now, discuss it with them, make sure it's a good date for everybody. I'll take into consideration if I need to bifurcate the case because one of the witnesses are unavailable that day. I'm not going to give the benefits to the defense because we're continuing. If I need to bifurcate, move it, or continue it, or have them appear via blue jeans or some other electronic method pursuant to statute, we'll do so. I'm going to give them the convenience of that, of not having to show up to court in the event they cannot make it there on that date. Or continue it for them for a more convenient time. What are we looking at? Ordinary course, or what do you want 30 days, you want 60 days?
Probably ordinary course, Your Honor.
All right, let me give you a tentative ordinary course date that it will be.
November 2nd at 9:30.
I'm going to recall the case, Mr. Dickerson, I'm going to ask you to speak to the witnesses to see if they have any issues regarding that. If they're saying, confirming the client that's a good date, I'll recall the case to confirm that's a date.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you.
And then I will take into consideration the order of the witness fees. November 2nd. All right. State of Nevada versus Justin. Recalling State of Nevada versus Kim Dennis Blandino, 22 CR 041030. Tentative date, the date I gave, is that okay?
That
with
works, Your Honor.
Works for us.
All right, I'll readdress any issues regarding the witness fees. The other issue is we'll address it if one of the witnesses become unavailable because of that. I will take into consideration that they were prepared to go forward today and we'll readdress that.
Thank you.
All right, the next
Thank you.
return court date shall be.
No.
November 2nd at
I'll
9:30.
see you back here on that
Judge,
date.
you may not make order.
No, you talk to your attorney, sir. Mr. Almasi, I'm waiting for sheets.